Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another Magic Arena Explorer video. So today we are playing a little bit of Azorius Flash. We are showcasing one of the new cards from Shadows over Innistrad Remastered, and that is Archangel Avacyn, which is a 4/4 for 5 mana with Flash, Flying, and Vigilance. And when it enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. And when a non-angel creature you control dies, you transform it at the beginning of the next upkeep, and it becomes Avacyn the Purifier, which is a 6/5 flyer, and it transforms. It deals 3 damage to each other creature and each opponent. And essentially, this deck is a combination of kind of classic Explorer Azorius Control, and then that kind of Simic Flash deck that used to run rampant in Standard and was the bane of everyone's existence. And they're kind of smashed together. So every spell in this deck can be cast at instant speed, including the creatures. And so we'll just run through those now. So we've got kind of one of the main engines of the deck is the Brineborn Cutthroat, which is a 2/1 with Flash for 2 mana, but whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. So it very quickly kind of ramps up and becomes a very big, threatening creature. We have 4 Brazen Borrowers, which many people will have seen before. So the creature side of that is 3/1 with Flash and Flying, so a very kind of effective clock on the opponent, but it also has the Petty Theft Adventure ability, so you can use it as a bounce spell as well. And then another new card, which we've seen when playing Bant Spirits, and that's Spell Queller. So that allows another flash flying creature that allows you to exile one of your opponent's spells when it comes to play, and gives you a significant tempo advantage. And then, yes, the Archangel Avacyn as well. And then the rest of the deck is instant speed, either counter spells or kind of effects which work at instant speed. So we've got 4 copies of Consider as our kind of way of filtering and drawing cards, 4 March of Otherworldly Light as a very versatile and useful removal spell, Censor, Dovin's Veto, and Absorb as our counter spell package. We've seen those before in kind of Azorius Control shells, 3 copies of Memory Deluge, so this works as a kind of significant card draw spell. So when you first cast it, you get to pick 2 from the top 4, and then when you flash it back for 7 mana, you get to pick 2 from the top 7. Then we're, of course, as the only Flash Planeswalker currently been printed, we are playing 4 copies of the Wandering Emperor, which is the 4 mana, 3 loyalty Flash Planeswalker that you can activate its abilities when the turn it enters the battlefield, and is often used to surprise an opponent's creatures and exile one of them. It can just be played at the end step and start generating creatures by itself. And our mana base is a lot of blue-white dual lands, as you'd expect. We are running 4 copies of Seachrome Coast and 2 Deserted Beach, just because the curve of this deck tends to focus a little bit towards the lower end. As you can see, there's a lot of 1, 2, and 3 mana spells, and then we have some utility lands as well, Iganjo and Otawara from Kamigawa, and then the Hall of the Storm Giants and Castle Ardenvale as kind of either creature lands or creature generation. So they are finishers by themselves if you really need them to. If you need something that can attack your opponent as well. And then in the sideboard, we just got various other kind of instant speed effects. So Fateful Absence for additional removal, 4 copies of Mystical Dispute to bring in against blue decks. And we are running 2 Damping Sphere just for Nykthos. Heliod's Intervention to deal with problematic artifacts or enchantments, or if we just need to gain life in a pinch. 2 Containment Priest, which works quite well against decks that try and cheat cards into play. So whether that's kind of attracts a Reanimator, kind of mono green with its Storm the Festivals. There's many things that this could be useful in. 2 copies of Settle the Wreckage, which is your kind of mass removal at instant speed. An Ashiok's Erasure, which can exile a particularly problematic spell and prevent your opponent from casting other copies of it while that's still on the battlefield. And then 1 copy of Hullbreaker Horror as kind of an additional finisher flash creature that particularly works well in control or mirror matches, as it can't be countered, and can also kind of generate tempo and protect itself and your other creatures. So that's the deck. It's relatively straightforward. It's not so easy to play this one, just because there's a lot of decisions to be made on your opponent's turn. You're almost always going draw go. So yeah, you do have to think carefully about which of their spells are problematic enough to counter. When do you just want to kind of play out a Wandering Emperor or kind of flash in an Archangel. So yeah, there's plenty of decision points. It's an interesting deck to play. I'll be curious to see how it does on ladder. I don't think it's going to break anything, but it is an interesting kind of variant, and we will annoy plenty of people by playing it. And ultimately, isn't that why we're all here? So let's go onto the ladder and see how we go on. So Archangel Avacyn isn't a card that sees a huge amount of play in Eternal formats, but it does come from my favourite era of Standard. It would be remiss of me not to see if I can make it happen in something. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Some sort of creature-based deck from our opponent. So let's play a blue land. Interesting. A lot of humans floating around here. I don't think we need another one of those. Okay, those will come in handy. I think we're going to censor that. Can't have that floating around. So we're in for a bit of a punch of damage here. Yep, we'll just pass again. Hopefully we can spell quell something and also prevent their attacks. Yep, we'll take that away. Start getting in on the attack. Ooh, fun. Okay, let's take that one away as well. Let's not have a... So this is sort of Bant humans playing Collected Company, which is an interesting... Sure. Yep, they've seen enough. Okay, so quite like Containment Priest here, just because it's a good answer to Collected Company. What else? To be honest, I think that's probably sufficient. Yeah. Don't necessarily love this hand. So can't really do anything turn 1 or 2, but Spell Queller is very good if we draw another land. No, let's mulligan this. That's slightly better. So let's pop away the additional Spell Queller, see what our opponent has going on. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So we'll hold up Censor and Cutthroat. Nothing we can do about that, so okay, well at least we drew a land, so that's something. Let's pass the turn again. Hope for the best. Nope. I think we're going to have to take another 4 here. Shame that is a tap land, but we'll probably do the trick. Pass the turn, hold up another Queller. Spell Queller is so good in this matchup because it can basically stop any of the things they play. Like that, for instance. Okay, I'll happily take this trade now. Let's attack. And now we've got the Wandering Emperor as well. So we're sitting in a reasonably good position here. Sure. So they are going to get back both their Reflector Mages here, which is not ideal, but can't be helped. Does give us our Spell Queller, though, for future use. And that one doesn't generate any value, so... So let's play Cutthroat and Censor Thalia here. Okay, let's pass again, hold up the Wandering Emperor. So that was a bit of a blowout for us there, but I think we've held our own reasonably well. We'll Spell Quell that. The advantage of stuff happening at instant speed is that the Reflector Mage clause that stops you playing things is not as powerful as it perhaps could be. Okay, that's good. Just a land, so they will draw a card here, but we will Wandering Emperor away their pack leader. Another Thalia's Lieutenant is Grim. Okay, they're certainly testing us here, so let's burn the Wandering Emperor for a 2/2. Attack. Pass the turn. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Okay. So let's bring in another Emperor. Exile here. That stops the Malira thing happening. Block. Sure. Right, what are we doing here? Let's grow the spell Queller. Pass the turn. Oh, I'm going to have to veto that. I'll take this block and take 4. Let's draw here. Let's attack. Okay, we're just hoping they don't draw anything too bad now. They've had a lot of gas. Okay, good. We got there. Tough second game, but we got there. Against Bant humans. Apologies for the clattering during that first match there. I was just moving the laptop around, trying to find a stable internet connection. So hopefully this should be okay now. This is a very good hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we play Consider or do we just hold it up to grow the Cutthroat? I'm happy to hold it. Let's pass the turn, so looks like Dimir control of some kind. Yeah, let's land the Cutthroat now. Great. Let's go to attacks. Pass the turn. It's going to be a super interesting matchup, this one. Don't need another land, I don't think. Ooh, ooh. Let's shock ourselves again. Sure thing. Yeah, let's consider again. How do I feel about Archangel? No, I don't think we need that. March is good. Pass again. Hmm. How do I feel about this? Well, let's censor it. Okay, things have turned a little for the ugly now. It's okay. Let's pass the turn. Yeah, because we can't let them memory while they've got Narset on the battlefield. Although if they draw a land, I think they're going to be able to anyway. So no, okay, they're not going for it. So let's see if we can get the Mystical Dispute out of their hands. Yep. Don't love not having a sixth land here. Sure. Okay, they're still not committing to playing memory, so we'll keep passing the turn. Okay, we've got our own memory deluge now. Still don't think we're in a very good spot, but no, let's scoop this one up and go to game two. Too much card advantage. Couldn't get Narset off the battlefield. So let's pop in all four Mystical Disputes, Hullbreaker Horror, a couple of Fateful Absences. Let's take out a couple of Wandering Emperors. Two Brazen Borrowers. A couple of Marches. One Memory Deluge. Yep. Don't feel brilliant about this matchup, but Go again. Hopefully we'll be able to land. So maybe we shouldn't have countered the commit. Just let the cutthroat go. It's a pretty good hand if we draw land. Okay, that is a land. Go, go, go. See if we can land a bit of pressure here. Yep. Would rather have 5 available, but the hall coming in tapped is going to be problematic, whatever we do, so... Sure. Okie doke. Just as well we took one out, really. Okay, Mystical Dispute's good. Pass. Do I try and kill the shark? No, I don't think so. Okay, another Archangel Avacyn is interesting. Because I can't really play it while they've got so much land up, because when the indestructible triggers on the stack, they'll just kill it. Sure. Right. Yep. Queller's always good. Yeah, let's quell that. It's a good one to quell, because if they kill the spell queller, it doesn't do anything when they can play it again. As discussed. Pass again. Going to be a problem when these halls start to activate. Do I go for it with an Avacyn here? Yeah, we've got 2. Let's give it a go. Yep. Pass again. Sure. Must be riveting viewing for you all. Trying to get too overexcited by all of this land and an empty board. Look, it's a pretty land. Still can't. All right. Two can play that game. Even if it just draws a removal spell out of their hand, it's still worth doing. Nope. A lot of good hands. A lot of good cards in hand. No chance of playing any of them. Oh, Veto's a good card. Yeah. Oh, go away. Oh, well. Just endless, endless cards. Yep. Here we go again. We are very much just battling against the inevitable here. Oh, that doesn't do anything. I've had enough. Yep. Narset's passive, once again, annoys someone to death. Boo. Boo to control matchups. Well, that was fun. Hopefully the third and final match will be something slightly more interesting. I can't promise anything. We've swapped to Ginger Taxis as our avatar now. Gonna cycle through all the Praetors. Yep, it's a good hand. Ooh, breeding pool, that's fun. Sultai something. Sultai, you've just been censored. Huh. No idea what's happening here. Foundings, something's happening. I don't for a second pretend to know what it is. Okay. Ooh. Dredge. They're playing Dredge. I love it. Right, how does prized amalgam work? I'm a big fan of this. So they're doing a lot, but we are going to be facing down a lot of stuff soon. Oh, there's another prized amalgam. Okay. Ooh, hard casting Narcomoeba. That's fun. So we've got another Wandering Emperor. We can absorb anything particularly unpleasant they play. That's not that unpleasant. Yeah, no, I'll do that, because now they're just dead. Okay, we took down game 1 against Dredge. Dredgeless Dredge, I should say. Containment Priest feels like it's going to be good here. So we saw blue, they're not playing that much blue. Maybe one Mystical Dispute. Settle the Wreckage will be good. Just anything that exiles, really. Then let's take out... March is great. Use and Borrower. Spell Queller is okay. Yep, that's an exile effect. Censor, we're on the draw, so let's take that out. And Dovin's Veto. Yeah, let's just amend our deck slightly to be less countery and more exiley. Those are words. Words that exist. Oh, this is nice coffee. I made it myself. I don't love it, but it's got enough game. Yep. Ooh. That's a good... good for them. I'm going to have to try this deck at some point. Hello? Nope, good. Thought I'd disconnected there or something. The connection is a bit unstable today. Okay, let's shock in a hollowed fountain. Say go. I'm happy to dispute that. We don't get many opportunities to counter a blue spell against this deck, so... And well, there's nothing in their graveyard. Don't feel hugely threatened by anything they're doing. Yep, see they're just hard casting Prize Amalgam, which we will now bounce back to their hand. Ooh, Castle Ardenvale's good. Sure thing. Yep. Let's pop in a Wandering Emperor. Don't really mind if they get 3 more cards here. Creeping Chill's a good one. Yeah, it's got Vigilance. Just had to check there for a second. Yep. Okay, they get their Narcomoeba, fair enough. Let's play Castle Vantress. Pass the turn. Okay, that's fun. Yep. Yeah, I'll just take this trade. Deluge or Brazen Borrower here? I think Deluge. Okay, like all of this. And we'll consider. Keep a Spell Queller. Okay, things are looking reasonable now. Let's play a land. Let's make another 2-2. Pass the turn. Sure. I'm happy to Spell Queller that. Also keeps our Emperor alive. Now we can play Brazen Borrower. Let's just start beating them down now. Say go. Sure. Does feel a little dirtly, this Dredge deck. Like I'm just not hugely threatened at all. Like I'm gonna Containment Priest now. Play another Brazen Borrower. Attack them for 1,000,000 damage. Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the idea, but it just couldn't really do anything against our deck. But I'm getting that a lot recently. Is anyone else finding that it's asking them? Maybe they're in a evaluation phase or something. Anyway, that's Azorius Flash. Yeah, did reasonably well there against Bant Humans and Dredge. Struggled a bit against Control, which is not surprising because it's basically mirror matching Control just without the endless card advantage. So it doesn't surprise me that it didn't do very well there. But I enjoyed playing it. Certainly fun. We got to resolve an Avacyn. Spell Queller was great, as it always is. So yeah, this is the deck list one more time. As I say, I don't think it's breaking anything, but it had some game there against some archetypes. So yeah, that is Azorius Flash. Thank you very much for watching. As always, hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed the content. There's plenty more to come with new Shadows over Innistrad cards. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thank you very much.